Hi everyone to the Sweatfest that is June/July. I just wanted to introduce this vlog. Quite self-explanatory, but it's gonna be about food. I love food, I love cooking. She loves food. Um, Classic. So a little bit about me. Well, I enjoy vlogs and basically I think they're just pure escapism for me. I love people showing me like glimpses of their day to day, whether it's cooking, eating great things out. I just enjoy that a lot. And, you know, I used to be an avid news watcher, and I feel like I'm kind of done with that, or at least setting up some boundaries around how much time I devote to things like that, because it is grim out there. So honestly, take the escapism where you can get it. And that's what I think vlogging is for me, and here I am. So in this vlog, you're gonna see a little bit about what I'm up to, mainly around food, some stuff around music. And when I say music, I mean Beyonce. Am I always gonna get the perfect angle? Am I always gonna get the perfect shot? No. But hopefully you're on this journey with me, whoever you are, and you get to enjoy some of it and get to escape a bit with me. So enjoy. What's my week looking like? I've been able to sort of knuckle down and focus on not just work, but also exercising before work, going for long walks at lunchtime in the evenings. The weather's getting better. So a few really, positive things this week so far, but also tomorrow is my, I believe, 5th time seeing Beyonce. Cowboy Carter tour, and I cannot wait. So in and amongst everything else and watching vlogs and whatnot, been watching a lot of Beyonce content, trying to kind of get all the feels, collect all the feels before going to watch her tomorrow. And I can't wait. I have a half day of annual leave. I'm going with my friend Sarah, and we're going to a Nigerian restaurant around Tottenham, very close to the stadium. Apparently Beyonce has endorsed it once. Don't know if this has been verified. That's what they say on their socials, so I'm going with it. If anyone watches this at some point, you can let me know if that's true or false, that she did in fact endorse it. but I'm so excited. So I will be taking some footage of that and sharing it with you guys, or guy, or girl, or they, them. Hi everyone, it is Beyonce Day, hence the getup. And yeah, I'm ready. I mean, I've been mentally ready for like a week. It's happening. I'll take some footage from the concert and from our meal before, but I'm so excited. I'm like a kid at Christmas, honestly. Barely slept, woke up at 4 a.m., couldn't go back to sleep. Anyway, see y'all. See what I did there? Later.
Yeah, it really does.
So,
Vlog is still going.
okay, so we have massively lucked out. Look where we are! This was a very, very happy accident. The best accident that could have ever be. Thank you, Sarah! Yeah.
Yes, all that probably. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Go for it.
All of it. Hello everyone. It's a Monday evening. From the start of the day, I was like, I'm not sure I'm up to this. I'm not sure I'm up to this day. So I'm tired, missing the weekend. So it's gonna have to be something simple for dinner. Some nice little dumplings. Sort of like crispy on the outside, nice and vegetably, and like flavorsome on the inside. Bought some Vietnamese rice paper, which wasn't too bad. I got 2 packs, and I think it was like £6. This brand was slightly cheaper than that Blue Dragon one. But yeah, I'm excited because it's gonna be flavorsome. There's gonna be a dipping sauce, more flavor. I just need to start with shredding some white cabbage, some carrot, chopping up some spring onions, putting it all in. I might add some tofu as well. I got some sliced ready-made, lazy but whatever, some sliced ready-made like kind of crispy tofu that I'm gonna add in, some soy sauce, sesame oil, yeah. Ooh, also, just wanted to point out this awesome necklace, right? I got it from a local market yesterday, and it's this supplier in Bristol who, you know, it's a really small business. She was charging very reasonable prices, but how cute is this? It's like little sort of little olive tin, hearts in the middle, little sort of sardine tin, then Torres, the very like fancy schmancy crisps, but you know, fancy schmancy, ridiculously tasty. And then the Maldon salt, the original kind of flavor. I liked it so much. I was originally gonna go into this market being like, you know what? I'm just gonna peruse. It's something to do in the day. I'm not gonna commit to spending. It's a non-spend day because I have to kind of allocate days where I don't spend anything. Yeah, I lied to myself. I knew it was gonna happen. I mean, this market is really good and they always have really good suppliers. Anyway, I really, really love this. Love it so much. I actually like put it on after paying for it. She was like about to give me a little bag to put it in. But no, I was already on the way to putting it on me and walking out of there with it on, obviously with having paid. I'm not an animal. So yeah, I love it. And I will link her details on my YouTube description. Yeah, so let's get started. So I panic chopped some mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, which, oh my god, like the smell of everything cooking together is so lovely right now. I wish I could send it across to you. But now I'm just gonna make the dumpling dipping sauce. So that's 1 tablespoon soy sauce, rice vinegar, sesame oil, sriracha sauce, which I've actually run out of, but maybe some other form of hot sauce will do, and then toasted sesame seed. Okay, now putting the filling in the middle, a little bit more. Okay, now fold from the bottom, the sides, and the top. Right, moment of truth. I'm gonna start with one that broke, bless its heart. Dip it in a bit of oil. Wow. That is delicious, would very much recommend. Hello, we are back in the allotment. That's my plot there, it's tiny. But yeah, I'll show you how things are developing. So it looks like the main success story is kale here. Maybe some onions, maybe. Some of them look ready to pop, so I shall see if I can actually remove them and see if I can cook them. Tiny, tiny little onions. We'll leave these ones behind. I think maybe they need some more time. I was kind of hoping they'd be bigger, but it's all right for a start. Also, my neighbor very kindly has given me a tomato plant and a strawberry plant, and they're in season, so I'm very excited to plant these. So watch the space. Let's see if I can actually help these survive. Is from a different angle this time, and just it's my lunchtime walk. I always find it funny when people think it's hot enough to just go topless in the park like they're at the beach. Anyway, this is the usual vibe when it's really hot out, but Beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Makeup-free Fridays, am I right? That's not a thing, but I happen to be makeup-free. So this week, well, the last couple of days, I've been thinking about this live this Instagram live that one of my favorite vloggers did, Candice Brathwaite. Well, she's not just a vlogger. That kind of happened later on in her career, but she's an author, an acclaimed one at that. She is excellent at talk. She's so articulate, super motivating. Anyway, she does loads of cool things. And she said that she struggled with vlogs in terms of people in the UK aren't watching them enough. Like her viewership is mainly in the US. This woman has loads of followers. She's very influential. She's for good reason. Like she's brilliant. And I was like, oh, major self-doubt moment. Um, anyway, you're gonna see a lot of these guys or guy or whatever singular person who'll be watching this. So yeah, I'm gonna go through those waves, but whatever, I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna have fun with it. It's doing something creative and hopefully showing you some delicious food on the way as well. But today we are making bagels, and I love bagels. I love how dense they are. I love them with sesames. I love them with everything. What's it called? Let me get it out because it's early in the morning and clearly I can't think straight. Everything bagel seasoning. There you go. I'm gonna make them with that. It's bagel time, and I am using a food blogger's recipe. It's called Love and Lemons, and initially it's just preparing the dough. So little known fact, or I didn't know anyway, you need maple syrup for the dough and for the poaching water. So yeah, so I'll start with preparing the dough, which will then have to be proofed. Yeah, some kneading, then some poaching. But let's get started. Maple syrup, 1 tablespoon. Now just adding the yeast, 2 1/4 active yeast. 1 1/4 cups of warm water. 540 grams of strong white bread flour. Now I used some of it for a very failed focaccia, so hopefully I'll have enough for this recipe. So it turns out I was 20 grams short of bread flour. So let's see how this goes. You're in this experiment with me, so yeah. hang tight. So now we're just mixing the flour along with the mixture that I did before. So maple syrup, yeast, and water. We're gonna mix it for 5 to 7 minutes. I should say that this standing mixer, is one that my grandma used to use, and she passed away quite a few years ago now. So this was a mixer that she used to use, and I used to stand by her when she would bake things for us, and I would then try the wet mix of the cake. I'm not really bothered about raw eggs at that point, but yeah, that's a nice childhood memory, and this always reminded me of her. Now I'm gonna do some kneading. Just gonna cover this bowl in cling film. Just gonna leave it in a warm spot for 60 to 90 minutes, see how well it's risen. Yeah, hopefully with the lack of full flour amount, it will be fine. Let's see. Right, we've got our moment of truth, so let's see after 90 minutes that I left it to rise, if it has risen at all. Oh my god, it really has. Woo! Okay, pleased with this. We can work with this. Right, so impressive, right? Now the job is to tip it onto a clean surface, unfloured, and then separate it out into 8 pieces. Also, Wimbledon's on in the background. Don't come at me, BBC. It is kind of sticky. Distribute this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So with each dough ball, they're quite cute actually, but yeah, we're basically going to roll them into a ball using let's just sort of against the countertop with a cupped hand. Kind of working. Yeah, it's actually quite malleable. Okay, now we have to sprinkle a few drops of water onto the countertop. So it's meant to be about like a 9-inch rope at the end of it. Honestly, I'm gonna bring my measurement tape, just to be on the safe side. I think 9 inches is a little ambitious. Okay, we're at nearly 6. Let's keep doing this. I think this is happening.
Sometimes feels like a pardon from the governor. He comes at better times than others, but he'll always take it. Call that cheeky here.
Now it's folding time, so let's see if we can make this work. It says it needs to overlap about 2 inches. I don't know. I don't know my inches that well. Okay, I think that's about right. We've got our first bagel. Let's line some parchment paper and I'll just put them on there. Just have to lightly oil it. We've got this. First one is going on. Right, let's start with the second one, and aim of the game is to roll it out into, well, roll it into a ball first of all. Then we roll it out into 9 inches. I'm finding that the ends aren't really sticking together very well, so I'm just adding a bit of water to add to each tip so that they stick a bit better. Hey! So 9 instead of 8. Hopefully the dough will be enough for each to have like a bit of a juicy texture. Not juicy, but like big enough for a bagel. The directions say to put them in the fridge overnight, and then the boiling will take place tomorrow. So the final verdict will be shared with you tomorrow. Morning, everyone. It's already hot. Got my England football t-shirt on because of the Lionesses. And the little babies are out of the fridge. Check them out. They look massive. And to be honest, the hole that they're meant to have has kind of, yeah, it's more like a bun than it is a bagel. But you know what? I'm sure it'll be tasty. We have to let them stand in room temp for an hour. So in the meantime, given it's the morning, I'm gonna make some coffee. Can't wait. I've been trying to kind of minimize my coffee intake, but this coffee just came in and it's my friend's coffee brand. I love it. It like immediately when you open the bag, you just get a sensation of like, ooh, okay, coffee's in the room. I'll show you. And I love their branding as well. So it's all about like being responsible with your coffee consumption, understanding your coffee better and what works for you, what you should have at the different times of day. So this is Uplift Espresso, and it's customized, so you get your name on here too. Very, very cute. They also do tins like this one, which I think is so, so cool. Like when I received this, I was like, this is amazing. And on the side, you can actually see a design of Bobby, the creator of the business, the owner. And he's done all this branding on his own. So super, super cool. But anyway, let me make my morning coffee. Honestly, it smells so good. That's 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Baked bacon would have been nice.